We should just make the opening the whole show.
Mike Piazza and the Knicks lead 3-2.
Anthony met by James. Carmelo Anthony with a big bucket.
Show me how you do that trick. He struck him out. It has happened. In their 51st season, Johan Santana has thrown the first no-hitter in New York Mets history.
Lost and lonely, just like heaven.
And now your host, Anthony Graziadei.
Hey, Limo Talk, it's Graziadei, GovsRadio.com, GothamGoldGraz.com, Ins41.com, Jeff Bosey takes it in a pooper.com. What's up, boys? Bobby Inzarello hanging out with me from Hendrickson Park. Did I get it right, Bobby?
It's like the 15th week over here, and you're still calling it Hendrickson Park. This
Yes,
is fucking Fireman's Field. Remember that. Fucking Fireman's. Double F.
Fireman's Field. Richard Zarelli brought up extraordinaire number 1A. Michael O'Toole brought up extraordinaire number 1. And Al Celeste, the world's oldest intern. What's up, boys? How are you?
Hello,
Not much is happening. I had a dizzy spell this week. I had a little mishap at baseball heaven on Saturday.
Means you're getting old.
Oh, yeah?
No. I got hit in the head with a line drive from a different field.
What?
I was coaching third base. I think it might have been a drive-by. I don't know. But
Somebody
I'm
do our
coaching
baseball
third
out here.
base. I'm looking at the field. I'm looking at my team, and I got hit right here with a shot.
Oh, man. What field were you on?
I don't remember, man. No, I was on. I think I was on field 3.
Was I there Saturday? I was there Saturday. What time?
Wow, it's all a fog.
Nighttime or daytime?
We played late. I'm sorry. We played Saturday. This was Sunday. It was Sunday.
Still having
Sunday.
6 o'clock game. Al, raise your hand when you want to talk. We played a 6 o'clock game and an 8 o'clock game.
Huh.
No. Zach had an 8 o'clock game Sunday night.
All right, no, I'm wrong again.
I think that ball hurt you, bro. Yeah, really.
I told you I got hit in the fucking head.
You didn't get put in concussion syndrome, concussion protocol?
I had a concussion.
There's no doubt about it. Did you go to the hospital? Did you?
No, I don't need a hospital to tell me I've had a concussion. I'm a professional with concussion. I've had so many of them.
Do you know what day it is today?
I believe it is Thursday, October 15th.
That's correct. That is correct. Very good. You passed.
I believe that my garbage goes out tonight, and they're going to pick it up tomorrow morning at 8:15.
There you go. That's for the best.
And I believe that I can't figure out which fucking recyclables to put out on Monday. They started this thing in Valley Stream where you put cardboard out one week and plastic out the other, and I can't figure it out.
Well, when they skip a week because of, Yom Kippur, or if you got Columbus Day, all the Monday holidays is when I put out my recycling. So I always lose out. I always have, a month worth of bottles to put out, and I never know which day to put it out. It's crazy. I
got this Asian woman with a mining helmet that comes in my driveway and takes all the water bottles out, and she got this fucking helmet with the flashlight on it.
Really?
And she's in my driveway, and it's fucking creepy. It really is. because I did tell her, she doesn't speak any English. I did say to her, go, take them. Take. You know, I'm not
should
trying
go
to
on
be a dick or
Google
anything, but I was
Translate.
like, take.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they make apps where you can speak into the phone and it'll say what you want it to say in any language.
So one day,
blow
check
her
this
mind
out.
one
So
day.
one day, I decided to play a little joke on my kids because I know she doesn't speak a word of fucking English, not a word. And she comes in the driveway, and my daughter goes to me, Dad, there's some Japanese lady taking the recyclables in our driveway. I go, get out of here. She goes, no, I'm serious. So I run out the side door, I run down the driveway, and I look at her and I go, hey, the fuck is wrong with you? The fuck out of here. Right?
How do you
But
know
I
she's
did it with a
Japanese?
smile. So she thought I was talking nice to her, but my daughter couldn't see the smile. So she's going, oh my God, I can't believe you're talking to her like that. I was like, hey, get out of here, low life. And that was the end of that. So I haven't seen her in a while.
She probably
I
got
think
really
she
scared.
understands English.
You think she was gonna get the immigration called on her? So she was like, I'm not taking any more 5-cent water bottles for this kind of stuff.
Yeah, but it's pretty funny that she comes and takes it all. She makes a fortune, this lady.
Did you ever think about separating those water bottles out for her so that way she just grab the bag and go and you have to watch her every day or every recycling day?
I'm not on her payroll.
Yeah.
I really don't give a fuck.
You tell her, if I get 10% cut, you leave $1 in my
What
mailbox.
pisses me off is the fact that she takes all this shit, and while she's there, she could trim the hedges. You know, she could do something.
And then you throw a few bucks.
Show me some enthusiasm. Show me something that you care.
Some gumption. They call it gumption.
Gotta work for your money.
Be a team player, for Christ's sake. Sweep the stoop.
Some stick-to-itiveness.
You know, line up the pails. Anything.
Maybe, like you said, do a little hedge tripping and clip it and clip whatever we want to call it. And then maybe you get out the lawnmower. Maybe just leave the lawnmower out front next time.
I think you got to start talking to her in Japanese. That's what I think you got to do. You got to
that might be
Google
true.
Translate and say a couple of sentences to her and just blow her fucking mind.
Yeah, I'm going to start singing I'm Turning Japanese to her.
There you go.
Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so.
Speaking a couple of haikus to her.
Ooh, like that.
She seems like a very nice lady, although I never understood anything she said to me. But
of course not.
A couple of things, guys. For the holidays, I just want to let you know we're having a couple of people come on.
Happy holidays.
Female's making an appearance for us. Hopefully, if we can go back into the studio sometime in December.
Is that what his stipulations of the agreement was? Is I'll only come in if we get the new studio going?
Yes.
I see.
Yes. Hey, Bob, there's somebody behind you. Who's that? Is that a Green Hornet?
It's an intruder. We get occasional intruders. You know?
Matt Alvalo and Mike Nicola are going to join us sometime in December. Brimstone, who are we?
You want to say hi to Boz?
Who?
Boz, yeah, say hi. They want to know who you are. This is Boz. He works here at Fireman's Field.
Hey, Boz.
Related to Brian Bosworth from the Sooners?
Boz, I'm Graz. How are you?
Good. How's it going?
I'm all right. How's that? I'm trying to get a word in edgewise in my own show, but my guys never let me speak.
That's because all you're going to do is promote your show.
The guy that looks like Keith Hernandez, he never lets me talk.
Unreal. Good guy right here. Good man.
But you know what? He's a star. You got to see his comedy. We're gonna go put him on stage. He's actually very good.
He sure is. Absolutely.
You're a star, Bobby.
Nice seeing you guys.
All right, vote for Limo Talk.
See you, Buzz. Hey, Buzz.
So Brimstone, the guy that we're competing against for the best of on Long Island, is gonna make a visit. The return of Shot in a Beer, Puke. Scott Farrell's coming sometime in November around Thanksgiving.
Shake it up.
I hear there's a problem. We might be having Jim Leyritz back for part 2. We're going to have another interview.
You know, it's funny. I just watched Game 6. Was it Game 6 or 5 of the 96 World Series where he hit the home run? It was just on.
That was Game 6, I think.
Jim Leyritz.
Was Game 6.
Yeah, it was.
Love that.
And Jim Lairich. No, it was Joe Buck, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Graz, I'm working on working to try and get a celebrity with my friend, my buddy out in California.
That would be nice. It would, it would be about time you contribute to the fucking show.
Well, I'm working. I just talked to him tonight again. And,
Shots fired.
We're working on somebody, so I don't want to say who, but I'm working on somebody.
I don't want to say who.
Not an A-list. Definitely not an A-list.
We have an appearance from Darren Dillon maybe sometime in the next couple of months. So Darren Dillon's going to come hang out with us. So that's about it. Anybody want to respond or response?
Now you can shut up, guys.
Nope.
What'd you say, Al?
I said now you can be quiet.
Thanks, Al.
Is that the same Darren Dillon that I was banging on the door when they wouldn't end their show and I could get in and set up?
That's it.
Hey, Smoke said Boz is the best guest we've ever had besides himself.
He likes the fluorescent yellow shirts.
What's
That's
Boz
what they
do?
have to wear.
Inns, what does he do, Inns?
What?
What does he do? What does he do?
Oh, you should have had him on to explain his role here. But he's in charge of closing up the facility at night.
But you usually close up at night.
Well, after he leaves, he thinks it's secure, but it's not. I'm still here.
So it's got to be double checked.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like you leave a place, you lock it all up, and then a jerk like me comes in and fucking leaves everything open.
Once a week, this guy comes in, he fucking takes over the office. It's a pain in the ass.
This guy's missing quality time with his children because you're doing a radio show at Fireman's.
No. He's here till Boz, what time you go home? 10:30?
Getting paid.
Oh, all right.
10:30.
All right.
Listen to Rich. He's getting paid.
He's getting paid.
He hangs out with Caesar late night, and the two of them just pound Miller Lights out back.
I haven't seen Caesar.
No.
Maybe he finally got divorced. It's possible.
Maybe he went back.
That's worse.
Maybe you went to get some pizza. Farmingdale.
That's even worse.
Yeah, he's on Main Street looking for a pizza place.
So many to choose from. Which one do I go to?
I gotta tell you, his name keeps coming up on Main Street. I am hearing his name a lot, man. People complaining about him.
Al, from about 2 o'clock this afternoon to about 3:30, it was the funniest text I've ever had in my life. We did our own show. It was fucking hysterical. Bobby, holy shit. I go to Bobby, Bob, I'm hearing rumors about Main Street. And fucking Bobby just jumped right in.
One-liners, like back to back to back. It was a back to back and a belly to belly.
But Graz doesn't want to talk about it.
I gave it a thumbs down about the non-talking about it because honestly, he broadcasted it. It's out there. And in the end, listen, we're all just guys hanging out. We do like the guy in the end, to be honest with you. But he's open for everyone is open for.
He's not open for anything anymore.
I was going to open for discussion, but
firing shots the way he is, man.
Hold on. Remember, everybody, it's comedy. It's comedy, everybody. Just sit back. It's comedy, okay? Don't take offense.
I heard to stay open, what he's doing is he's ordering pies from Main Street Pizza.
Delivering them out the back.
And serving them as if he's just open on the sidewalk in front of his place. With a for rent sign on his window.
I'm calling there now. Could you answer the phone, please, pizza guy?
Yeah.
I thought maybe he would open up as like a one of those catering places. Well, you come make your own pizza. I mean, that's how you save the business, right? You bring the whole Green Dogs team in there, and they get to make their own pizzas, and it's like.
Well, even before all this, you still had to bring your own sauce and cheese. Bobby
wrote, I guess he can't sell his 12-inch crust anymore.
12-inch crust. He was the father of the 12-inch crust.
That was a separate category on the Best of Long Island 2019, and he won hands down.
You go to his place, you had to go steal a jar of ragu from the supermarket to dunk your crust in.
Oh my God!
Well, that's how he had all those extra burnt ends to serve downstairs during the basement wrestling matches that he had going on. I thought he was going to save his business, but man,
basement.
When you have Kathy from Levittown wrestling Barbara from South Huntington, it doesn't work right. It's not all that great. You got to get better wrestlers in there.
Did he officially say that he was closing?
Well, DiFilippo told me today that he announced it on the Mandy Jones show last night on Wildflowers. I didn't catch it because I was working, and after Bonnie Scalisi mentioning the 19th person on Facebook, how you doing? I gotta get off. I can't. She's like, how you doing there, Frankie? I'm good. Everything well? Good. Oh, Frankie's watching us. And then Dan would start a conversation. She'd fucking cut him off. So I'm like, you know what? Now I know how you guys feel. And I go, yeah, how's the residential artist and Ken Michelle say hello? Totally interrupted him the whole time.
We know that all the same people are the people that are always there. We won't say that. The people that are always there, we don't have to say hello. We know they're there. We respect them. Thank you very much for watching. It's the newcomers. So if you see any newcomers, feel free to throw some names out there, a little name drop so they get a shout out and feel special. Where is Al, by the way? Is he at a mental institution where he's checking people in?
I think
that's the lobby of the institution.
Yes.
I think he's in his closet.
Although I see a tap handle there though, and a soda gun.
It's a bar?
I don't think so. There's a flag and hand sanitizer.
He's at the Knights of Columbus.
Al, where are you?
You at the fire department?
I'm at the AmVets in Massapequa on Broadway.
Where are you?
I'm at the AmVets post number 88 in Massapequa on Broadway.
And what are you doing there?
Serving Bud Light out of the window.
Well,
fresh Bud Light on tap. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh, there he is.
I am a United States Air Force veteran, so I'm at the AmVets.
Nice.
There you go. So I come here, see my brothers.
Every time you say Air Force, do you do that with your head?
No. Yeah, I do that.
Looking up to the plane.
I'm at the
I was in the Air Force.
So that's
all right. So I got confirmation from Joan Krupiasha. She said last night. She said yes, he did. He did to say he was closing, and he said it was dead and it was COVID related. So yeah. So that's
his last customer was the sheriff.
What his last what?
His last customer was the sheriff.
No, I think he's still open.
He's still open now, but he's closing soon.
But that's sad. I mean, to me, that's sad news. I hate to hear of any business. I don't care who it is or whatever. Anybody who invests.
No, I think he's going to stay open. We're going to do a GoFundMe.
He's empty, man. I drive by there. I'm there every day on Main Street, and the place is empty. So it saddens me. I don't like to hear.
My advice to him, my advice would be to unlock the door.
Right. People would walk right in.
Turn on the ovens.
Turn those machines back on.
Make it a little more appealing to people, like serve a pizza.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Maybe throw some cold cheese on it. I hear that's all the thing.
Cheese.
Yeah, there's cold cheese on there.
That is good. That is a very good way to have it. And he does do that.
I'm wondering if toppings just got too much. The market for toppings got too much, so we can only do cheese pizzas, and that really limits him on the strip there.
No toppings.
No, it's just no pepperoni. They're like, let me get a sausage. They're like, no.
Just give me the 12-inch crust.
Right.
Yeah. Just
I'll tell you what. I'll throw some staples on it. I'll throw staples. I got staples in the store. I'll throw some staples. How about a whiteout? A little jar of whiteout. I'll put on.
It's a white pizza.
A white pie.
Yeah.
In the middle of the box, I'll put a whiteout so the box doesn't crush it down. You know, little trinkets. It's a happy meal. It's a pizza happy meal.
When you open the box, like confetti will shoot out, and it'll be a surprise pizza.
Make it exciting.
Right. You could make it as a birthday gift. There's a lot of great ideas that we should probably market to him, and he'll probably do just fine in the end. My biggest question was, didn't he have when COVID hit, a lot of small businesses got the PPP loan. Wasn't he eligible for such things? And if he was, wouldn't that help him sustain the business or reinvest into the business?
Right.
Nothing.
Good question. Who knows if he was eligible or not?
Right. Yeah, it was about eligibility, I guess, right? But even so, I mean,
he'd be eligible. He was closed. I mean, as long as you were shut down because of COVID, he's eligible. I don't think it's a matter of that.
He could have had like a pizza box that had a picture in it on the bottom, and every slice you take out, it's like another clue as to what the picture is. And if you can identify it in less than 4 slices, you fucking win a prize.
Wait, it's like the Monopoly game at McDonald's. You have like these pieces underneath the thing, and you got to keep buying pizza to collect all the Monopoly pieces.
Yes.
Right.
Minus the
The thing
scandal.
about Farmingdale, there's I guess it's like any other town. There's 5 or 6 pizzerias within a mile of each other around there.
Yeah.
A lot of pizzerias.
He could have shut his oven down and gotten pizzas ordered from his place and walked across the street to Main Street, and Main Street could have gave him the pizzas to sell.
Could have cut a deal. He's got to learn how to, you know what? They ordered a deal. He's got to learn from Trump. He's got to start cutting deals.
Well, the bottom line, though, is Main Street was demanding that he threw some sauce and cheese on it.
There's stipulations.
That's right. They gave you the extras. Yeah, they didn't charge you extra. Right.
Like, listen, we can't serve you 12-inch crust, guy. I mean, we got to come to an agreement here. It's got to be something
We'll bring it
involved.
down to 2 inches, and we'll give you some cheese and some sauce.
We got to make 50 cents an ounce on the sauce. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Dan, don't hate me. I just find this, I find this sad that you're not doing what didn't go well. But first of all, your name is Dan, and you called it Frankie's East Side. I mean,
well, wasn't that a callback? I think I
just found out
heard that
today.
answer. Get out.
I wanted to call it Romano's Pizza.
Bingo.
I heard today that Frankie's East, he bought a pizzeria, or his pizzeria was down further on Main Street, but I don't remember seeing him there. I remember seeing another owner. So I don't know how long he's owned this business, or if he purchased it within like the 5-7 years ago. I have no idea. But that pizzeria was further down Main Street, across from the firehouse, next to a bagel place. And then he moved into town. But the problem is, he moved into town 5 stores away from Gino's.
And
Gino's
the taxes
was
are probably
staple.
higher. The taxes are probably much higher, too.
Of course.
So he's got to fight that as well. I mean, now here's the sad thing.
I'm not going to open up my little dinky coffee shop next to fucking Starbucks. I think
that's what he did. I think it was a bad business decision. Yeah.
Oh, but Gino's is gone now.
Is it?
He put him out of business.
Listen, 5 years ago, 7 years ago, they weren't. He didn't put them out of business. They were still there. Everybody, Gino, but they're not. But Main Street Pizza, who's a Brooklyn pizzeria, moved in across the street. So now he's fucking. He's like, all right. He's on his heels. He was on his heels from Gino's. All right, he was happy they left, but this other pizzeria moved in a year and a half ago, which they have a real restaurant attached to it, which they're going to make it into a.
Is that the old? Is that the old Casarinos?
It very well may be. It's right. Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Down the street from Vespa, yeah.
And then you have, what's the one all over by Mary? Then you got Mary's. Then you got Rosemary's. You got Rosemary's.
No, you got
about
Rosemary's got sold.
What?
Rosemary's got sold. New owners.
Yeah,
but
I got about 10 pizzerias. So
but people don't like the pizza now over Rosemary's. Getting bad reviews on the new owners.
To go up against. Listen, in town it was Gino's. Okay, so everybody went to Gino's. So it's like putting your team against the Yankees, or putting your team against another winning team. I'm going to open up 5 stores down. Fuck them. I don't know. I'm going to be better. But I don't think he ever really made it. I think it was a bad business decision.
Well, I think the biggest question is going to be, what is he going to do now? Pizza Man, do you know what the future holds for you and your entrepreneurship?
Good question.
Well, ever since I won that award for the best actor in Corona, I'm going to use my celebrity to get other acting roles, and the pizza really didn't fit into my time slots anymore anyway. So I consider it a godsend, a blessing in disguise. And now when you want to see Dan Romano, you're going to see Dan Romano without an apron. You know?
Uh-oh.
I'm not going to sit in my pizzeria with a wreath behind my fucking head telling you what I'm doing today. You're going to see it on the big screen, Dan Romano big screen. You're going to see Dan Romano. That's what you're going to see. Dan Romano.
Do you have your SAG card handy there, Dan?
Dan Romano.
How can I get a SAG card? I need a SAG card.
Want to be on the Dan Romano show?
Sure.
How do you know Dan Romano?
How do you know him? That's the question everyone has to answer if you want to be on the show. How do you know him?
How do you know Dan Romano?
I want to know, is he voted as part of Bethpage Best of Long Island Pizza Places?
Yeah,
Has he voted?
No. But we are in the arts and entertainment section. If you go to
I'm imploring people in the next.
Who cares? If you go to Best of Long Island, Google Best of Long Island, go to arts and entertainment, go to podcasts, and vote for Limo Talk, one of the top 18 podcasts on Long Island.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
I'm telling people now, we got to save Frankie's East Side.
Okay.
So everybody got to go there every day and buy pizza.
I'll do that.
Do we
every fucking day?
Do we have to buy our own
every
sauce
day?
and cheese, or are we really going to pay the extra $4?
The only thing that's going to stop me from going in there is Dan himself by not unlocking the fucking door.
The only thing we have to fear is Dan himself.
I mean, I sent my brother there a few times. I did, because my brother lives in Farmingdale. So I said, go to, he goes, I was going to go to this Main Street Pizza. I said, no, go across the street. My friend owns Frankie's East Side. So he goes in and he orders up a whole bunch of different slices. Like, you got a buffalo slice? No, I got a grilled chicken slice. Take that. Okay.
Take that.
You got pepperoni? Nah, I'll tell you what, we'll put extra cheese on.
I got the meatball.
Whatever. So
I got a breakfast
he's going
slice
on and on and on. And he tells me, he goes, my brother does the show with governors and on Limo Talk with Anthony Graziadei and, the guys over there. Oh, yeah, your brother's a great guy. Blah, 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 talking all about it. I called Dan the next day and I said to my brother, Joe, I go, Joe, did he give you a break or anything? He goes, no, not really. He goes, I think I paid like $48 for, a bunch of shit, that was pretty much the going rate. I said, oh, so I called Dan the next day. I go, Dan, my brother came in. He goes, oh, your brother was here? I go, yeah. He goes, oh, you should have told me or I would have taken care of him. I said, he spoke to you for a fucking half hour. Told you he was my brother and that the Limo Talk. Oh, that was him?
No, it's just some other random dude that was talking about Limo Talk.
I would have taken care of him.
We might just be that popular, especially if we're in the Best of Long Island category, to actually have random people go into Dan Romano's place, Frankie's East Side Pizzeria, and order pizza. But more than likely, when he says, I'm Bobby's brother,
that might have been a clue.
It might have been the clue that should have triggered him to say, oh.
And when he says, I love that guy. That guy's great.
Love that guy.
Yeah.
That guy.
That's code for fuck him.
Holy shit.
Fuck this asshole.
Fuck him, he's an asshole.
I want someone with
I hate that fucking guy.
Oh, really?
That's probably what he meant.
Oh, yeah, more likely.
All right, listen. Our mystery guest seems to be hanging out before we want him to come on, but he's not.
Is he still alive?
He or she is not coming on until 10:25. Just so you know.
I like it though. I like the fact that we're seeing a room with a mannequin head and a hat with a mask on. Yep. That's nice. And it looks like a gaming chair. It looks like a very comfortable, easy recliner, and that makes me think that mystery guest is really craving the ability to sit down and just relax for a minute, but he cannot.
That's Joe Biden's debate partner.
Yeah.
Right.
right, well, you segued. Time out. You segued. So what's the deal? President Trump is on one channel and Joe Biden's on another channel.
He's
tonight?
already off. He did the first hour, so he was the headliner. He was the opener, and I guess Joe Biden is gonna headline here, but pretty much put people to sleep because I watched. I'm gonna say about 10 minutes, and I couldn't follow. I don't know. His answers are very convoluted and very.
Come on, man.
No, it's not even that. He's using he's saying things, but he's all over the place, and I can't keep with it.
You talking about Biden?
Yeah, I'm talking about Biden. And I watched roughly around the first hour of Trump before we got on the air today, and just to see how he was doing. I wanted to see his status, how he was answering questions, if he looked terrible, if he's looks like he's fit to continue on. I gave him a chance.
I think it's a sham.
No, there's no way he could sham it up for an hour like that. I mean, he was sweating.
No,
Joe Biden sweating too,
think.
but he was sweating, and he was answering questions very candidly. I'll give him that. And he wasn't going too far into tangents like Biden was. He was trying to be very direct. I think he made a really conscious decision on this one because they're not doing a debate to be really direct in what he wanted to answer these questions.
I'm glad to hear that because I saw him. I watched his Carolina stump today.
Yeah.
And he was all over the place. He just goes off. He starts sentences. He doesn't finish sentences. And he finishes sentences with, I tell you, they're the greatest. All this Trump bullshit.
Well, that's his typical answer. You know what I kept hearing on the radio? And this is just interesting. And Bobby, you like this. The answer to a lot of what Trump says to the people on the radio has been he's just kidding around. It's sense of humor. No one gets a sense of humor. They don't understand what he's trying to say. He's trying to be funny. Honestly, at this time, I don't know if anyone needs funny. I mean, I need funny from comics. I don't even think I need funny from the president. But I can't always pass off some of the crazy talk as him just trying to be funny and entertaining. I can't always do that. I want to, but I can't. It tends to ramble on a little bit. Do you find him to always try to be like sarcastic, or you think he's trying to be an entertainer while he's doing this?
He tries to be street. I think he tries to be street. I think he tries to be the everyday guy. I think he tries to be that guy that you can talk to when you're going to get your bagel on a Sunday morning.
I don't think he's trying to be anything.
I don't
think he's trying to be anything. I think he's absolutely himself at all times. I really do. I think he just does what he wants to do. What people fail to realize is when the election's over, and if he does lose, which I really don't know if he can possibly lose, but all right. If he does lose, what has he lost?
Nothing.
He's been abused for the last 4 years.
It doesn't matter. The guy's going to make so much fucking money off of his presidency, and when it's all done.
And it's not even so much about what he's going to make off of his presidency. It's the fact that at this point now, when he's 74 years old, right?
He reached the pinnacle.
He has built a major Trump empire that was beyond any dreams he ever had 10 years ago.
And his followers will continue to follow him even after being the president.
The president of the United States. Donald Trump became the president of the United States. So he reached the pinnacle, the top job in this country.
Well, they're talking about, they're talking. I've heard it in the last 3 days. I've heard the word civil war in the last 3 days a lot.
That's a little much.
I know, but that's what I'm hearing. I've heard it from three. Oh, wait a minute. You guys are saying, this and that. This is what I've heard. I've heard people say there's.
Yeah, but you're watching CNN. That's why.
No, it's not just.
No, I'm not.
But it's not a civil war like we see, down in Gettysburg. We're talking about a civil war probably through online. I mean, that's the modern day civil war. It's just people bitching at each other online. That's what it's going to be.
Oh shit! The modern day fucking civil war is what Manhattan looks like right now, downtown, and what Canal Street looks like. Shut up, Al. Al, did you drink yourself a personality tonight? I can't shut you the fuck up. Holy shit. I love you, Al, the world's oldest intern from Wycott Realty in Farmingdale. Shut the fuck up. Let me
Shameless
talk.
plugs
it's my fucking show. I'm the fucking star, and the guy with the mustache is the star.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Al, have you ever received an endorsement from somebody who was telling you to fuck off before?
No, not at all.
Shining
But
endorsement.
I love you, Anthony. Thank you.
They call that the shut the fuck up endorsement.
Yes.
Al, you are Farmingdale's greatest realtor. Wycott Realty, Al Celeste. You're also the world's oldest intern, but you are not a radio guy. Sit back. We'll get to you when spoken to, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh.
But that's what, Bobby,
Okay.
this is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing Civil War. And that's because the Canal Street, you go down there. I was just talking to Christine DeVullo. Charlie DeVullo works for Chase Manhattan Bank. And he is next up to the guy Barry Diller, whoever's the chairman. They have headquarters in Brooklyn, and next to their headquarters are 2 hotels, and those 2 hotels right now are occupied by homeless people.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as these executives come out of their offices,
No, those are not homeless people. Those are Dan Romano's customers. Shut the fuck up.
You ever see I Am Legend? That's what happens when you eat Frankie's East Side.
No, listen, I just want to let everybody know the views
Not
of my
cool.
guys is not the views of Limo Talk and Gubs Radio. We love you.
I pretty much have talked my way out of any future endeavors with Dan tonight.
That's so not cool making fun of him.
Frankie's East Side 2 up in Valley Stream.
So wait a
Not
minute,
cool.
Greg. Wait, time out. So these executives are telling me that they're walking out of their offices with homeless people following them for $10, and it smells like urine and shit. And these guys are worried that they don't even want to go back into the city and work. They'd rather work remotely.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
So how does that lead to civil war?
Well, I think that the whole structure of the city is crumbling. There's restaurants in the street where they shouldn't be restaurants. There's trucks double parked. There's cars that can't even move around the city. There's bums all over the place. I think civil war, if Trump doesn't get in, that all these guys are going to go nuts because they think it's going to be in a fix. And if Trump gets in, all the Biden Democrats are going to shut down the city because everybody's got COVID. That's my idea.
I don't think they'll do that on purpose. That's a stretch a little bit. I'm just going to say that the Civil War usually has to do with 2 sides on opposite positions. Republicans and Democrats are not warring type people. They are warring of words type people and warring of, let's say, morals or values, but certainly not taking arms and going to the streets. The result that you're seeing in the city is of a massive layering of terrible moments in the last 7 months between COVID, between demonstrations, between poverty and hunger and job loss. And it is honestly kind of only in the city right now. I'm not saying that we don't see a little bit of that out here on Long Island, but I haven't seen that big of a change out here. There's no shops boarded up.
I agree.
I personally have not felt any animosity from anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You're not seeing it yet.
On either side. Even if, like, I have friends that are Trump people and I have friends that are Biden people, and depends on, what the situation is, but they're not hating each other because they're voting for somebody.
I understand what Anthony's saying, and I don't think, and I do agree, because I was lucky enough to be his chauffeur a week ago to go see and listen to your podcast up there at that brewery.
Hopscotch Bottle Shop.
Thank you. So we had this conversation, and I think I brought it up anyway. But I do believe that there's something going on in this country. It is not like the old days, like you said, Michael, or reverted to, but it is something that's brewing. And I think we may not be around to see it, but I think, unfortunately, our kids, my kids anyway, my youngest is 17, I think eventually when they're older, they're going to be seeing it even more. So I think there's a lot of discourse in this country. And, civil war may be a strong 2 words right now, but I think we're in the beginning, the embryonic stages, if you will.
If you look at the younger kids, though, and this is more so every decade or so, or generation, let's say, that everyone's more understanding for people as the years go on. So when I was going to school, people that had ADD or ADHD, and we labeled them differently. Kids were made fun of.
Make fun of them.
Yeah, things like that don't honestly happen much in school anymore. It's a lot of, oh, they're not feeling good. Let's go over there and be friends with them. I see a lot more of the loving aspect in the kids. Now, as they get to be adults, can that change? Yeah, because I remember me being a kid and being a lot more caring and loving for people than I am in my adult age. But I think the generations that are coming up are learning a lot from what's going on. Most likely not, 10 and under, but between 10 and 20 years old, there's a lot to be learned from what they're seeing, and there's a lot that I think they can change. We say we want to hand a better world to our kids, but I think a lot of times the kids are going to determine what that world looks like based upon how they grow up, how they're taught in the home and out of the home too. I mean, I had a lot of
electric. We're gonna better get electric cars because our world's best marketing director, Greg DiFilippo, he's regularly getting 110 degrees, 105 degrees weather in Florida, right, Greg?
Yes, I am.
Electric or what kind of is it electric power to power the air conditioner?
No, we need electric cars.
It's all electric, yeah.
We need to change the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere.
Well, do you have solar?
I'm gonna go solar.
I went solar.
Did you?
I did. I went solar.
How do you like
Don't forget Mr.
5 years
Shannon
ago.
over at Valley Stream North High School back in the 70s and early 80s was saying that if we want to be smart, we should all go to solar energy. We're talking 40 years ago.
Yep.
This man was saying it. It never really happened. Now it's happening, where people are going to it. And it should have been done a long, long time ago.
Here's
the right way to go.
The biggest
We've
issue
been
with
too
it.
reliant on old forms of energy for too long. And when you got a source right in the sky that's actually free,
baby, free.
How do you not tap into that?
It's free.
I use it as a
my neighbor.
Yeah.
My neighbor across the street had a $600 a month electric bill.
Jesus.
All right. Then he's got a built-in pool. He's got the jacuzzi.
Well,
he's got a full shop in the backyard. He's got a huge house, 7 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms.
He's got a grow room in a
Bad
shed.
for him, but go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He puts solar panels up on his roof. He covers his roof. It looks like a fucking spaceship. Right? No electric bill anymore.
Nope.
Zero.
So I have
the bad part is the electric company doesn't buy the power back anymore.
Well,
so you're basically giving them the power for free.
Yes, and I was about to say this is how it works, and this is something that has gone away since. So the reason why we got in on it at the time is there was a state credit that when you put it up on your roof, you got money. And basically for the first 4 years I had solar, I didn't have an electric bill at all. I paid it up front to PSE&G, and then I would get it in my return in my taxes.
How much did it cost you up front?
$0.
Oh, you just said you paid it up front.
No. I paid PSE&G the monthly bill like I normally would, but then in my tax return I got it all back. Now the solar company would get the federal money. That's the $20,000 to $30,000 check. So they got their cut. I got my $5,000 credit, which lasted me about 3 to 4 years. And so now this coming year is the first year I'm actually paying for solar. I'm not going to get anything in my return. But here's the deal. My overall bill between the service and, like Greg said, I backfeed my solar into the grid. And then whatever I use is the difference. I'm only paying $25, which
How much
is
do you own it?
$25 a month.
$25 a month?
Well, not total.
Yeah, I think it's just like a service fee, right?
Just
to have the service.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the guy across the street pays $15.
Yes, and then I pay $150 a month. Now, I don't have a pool or a jacuzzi or a grow room or a shop, but I do have 2 fridges and all the appliances a normal house would have. As you can see, I have 5 TVs. I have a basement here. I'm only paying $150 a month.
Fancy.
Yeah, I'm a fancy man.
So
$150 a month for your electric?
For my solar. $25 for my electric. And I don't get any of it back anymore. But I got the first
$175 total.
$175 total, yeah.
So it's totally
That's about
worth
what
it.
I'm paying.
Yeah. And I basically got the first 4 years.
You got 4 years for free.
For free, right.
So it's
My
not
electric
no
bill's
bargain
$3 25 a month.
Well, no, if you don't get that state refund, it's no bargain. You basically even out. But if you got
So
that,
I'm gonna stick with Gilligan and the professor pedaling this bamboo bicycle in my basement for my energy. That's it.
your fan, you got a fan. It's a palm tree fan that just blows the air in.
Yeah.
Michael, do you own the solar panels?
I do not. See, that's the other thing. I don't want to.
you
I
don't?
don't want to own the solar panels, and let me tell you why. If I owned them, I would have gotten a $20,000, $30,000 credit, but it would have cost me $150,000 up front. But then my solar is free.
Okay.
So how long would it take to pay that?
Plan on living there the rest of your life?
Yeah, how long would that take to pay it off? Roughly around 22 years.
How long ago did you do this?
I like gas heat.
4 to 5 years ago. I'm going to say it's about 4.5 years ago.
It's a lot cheaper now.
Yeah, it is because the technology has changed. But
it's a lot cheaper because they'll do my house for $40,000.
And you'll get the national credit. The national credit's still in play, but the state credit from New York expired. So that doesn't even work anymore. That's what I'm saying. So people that do it now have to come up with some new deal. But more than likely, most of them are buying solar.
Yep.
Like
I'm going to go full solar next spring.
There you go.
That's the best way, buying it instead of leasing it.
And they make those
my electric bill here is $325 a month.
Jesus. They now make these new Tesla battery cells that you can store the energy in your garage.
Yep.
And they're like $500 a pop, but they'll last you.
For the generator.
Oh, yeah.
Can you become your own power plant and start leasing it to other people?
Well, that was a good thing prior to when I did it. You can actually got to sell your solar back to PSE&G. Not as much as they would charge you for it, but you got a cut, and you would get a check from
credit.
them. Yeah.
Half a loaf is better than none.
Yeah. And it used to be even more worth it. But as time has gone on, technology has gotten cheaper, and in the end, it's not kind of worth it to buy it outright, in my opinion, looking at the money over years. Now, I'll be done with my lease in 20 years. But I wouldn't have it pay. Yeah, well, not now. It's 15 years now. But if I bought it, I'd still have 17 years to go to pay it off.
And they'll fix any problems that you have, correct?
That's the other thing. I've already had 2 panels blow out, and they replaced it, no questions. That would have cost me, $1,000, $2,000 a pop. And any service issues, I have an app for, and I report it, and they'll come and fix it without me even having to be there.
Yep.
And
lightning strikes are really common down here, and a lot of people get their panels blown out with the lightning.
So, for instance, since those panels were down for like 2 weeks, I got a check in the mail from them for the loss of those 2 panels over a week's time.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And they paid me to redo my entire backyard when they had to dig a trench from my garage to my house. And they paid me to redo the whole backyard grass.
Oh, awesome.
Really?
Yeah, they've been awesome. I mean, there's
Did
nothing.
you have Al come in for an assessment and bounce it up about $1,000?
No, I had a really expensive lawn service come in and give me a quote.
There you go.
And then I did it myself.
There you
All
go.
right, so, all right, let me get a couple of things done here. First of all, folks, if you can go to teespring.com for all your Govs Radio swag, except for Limo Talk with Graz. We have our own shirts. If you look at Bob and Zarello, right now we have our own shirts. So reach out to Bobby, DM him, send it the dick pic, and put an order in for a shirt if you'd like. All right. Wow. If you go to Best of Long Island, if you Google Best of Long Island, please, arts and entertainment section, go to podcasts and vote for Limo Talk. If you don't vote for us, vote for Jam, Joe's Acoustic Music. If you don't vote for either one of us, everybody else can go screw. Teresa, you can throw a vote every once in a while if you like.
Vote for Teresa. Thank
once
you.
a week.
Vote for Teresa.
Vote for Teresa.
Yeah. I think if you go to personalities, it's either Tony Walker or Sally O'Neill or Eric Chevrolet, correct?
Yes.
I believe they're all in there, yeah.
What else? What else for marketing director?
Nigel Fullerton for comedian.
What about the comedians from Long Island?
All right, that's what I'm going with. Go ahead, marketing director.
You got Rich Walker. You got Nigel Fullerton. Who else
Rodea?
you got?
You got Anthony Rodea.
You got Rodea.
There's your winner, by the way.
Think so?
Rodea.
Oh,
yeah.
You got Jim Brewer.
Sure.
You got Jim Brewer. Isaacson Baker. Who's that?
Wait a minute. We're up against Jim Brewer?
No, we're
David
not.
Bell.
That's for entertainers.
No, that's comedians.
That's
Podcast.
comedians.
I think Bonnie Scalisi's mad at me.
Why?
Al, your buddy, the Electric Dudes are being nominated for cover band. Want to vote for the Electric Dudes?
Al?
Yeah.
Al? Hello?
Are you there? Are you there? Are you there, Al?
Al, over.
Al, you can talk, Al. We'll let you talk.
Are you sure I can talk?
Yeah. You're fucking holy shit. It's like a train wreck. Bobby,
you're in
Bobby,
Yes,
Bobby.
Let's
No.
just go. Thank God. All right.
How's your travel? How's the travel baseball team doing? Besides you getting it hit in the head with a baseball.
Yeah, right here.
It's good. It's good.
It's Thursday, Bob.
What?
It's Thursday.
All day, right?
All day, baby.
All day Thursday.
I wish it was Friday. I hate school.
You know what blows my mind is people say, I wish every day was Friday. I say, well, if you fucking every day was Friday, you'd be working every day.
Friday afternoon, after 3 p.m. How's that?
Can I show you something? Something that was never shown before?
Uh-oh.
Yep, this is a sneak, not a sneak preview. It's a I guess you're only going to get
it. Hand, Michael.
Yes, you're only going to get it here on Limo Talk. So this was the epic fail that Al and Graz came to a show to look at and never saw. This is the only can available of our Wurttoberfest beer.
Wurttoberfest. You know what?
Look at that. Nice.
It's the only sealed can that we got out of it. I will never drink it because the beer was god awful. Not our fault. Not our fault.
It was skunk, right? Right.
No, it was. We call it oxidation, where it turns completely brown, like puddle water. So
call it oxidation.
Yeah, well, you can't drink it; you'll have the shits the next day.
So. Well, the can is good.
Yeah,
you know why it went. You know why it went bad.
You gotta market that. You gotta market that properly. You can sell that to people who are going for a fucking colonoscopy the night before.
There you go. Listen,
hey, O'Toole.
Yes.
You know why that went bad?
Why is that?
Because I stopped jerking off for 24 hours and I got some laser focus.
You got Jedi mind tricks on it?
Where did that fucking come from?
The Mike knows. Where'd you get those cards?
Which ones?
The ones that you pulled out on your show.
I don't know. Where did I get that? Which ones?
Oh, those are great cards. I asked you about.
You guys
Cards Against Humanity.
Out.
Cards Against Humanity.
Is that what that is? Cards Against Humanity?
Yes.
Yo, that was a perfect pull that he pulled. Pete pulled.
Yeah, he was doing that all night. He started before the show even started.
Daddy issues?
Yeah, all sorts of stuff. We said at this show, Pete, all you're going to do is when you talk, you have to read the card. That's your job. Yep. So he just pulled out card after card, depending on what we were talking about, and we'd refer back to Pete, and Pete would just read one of the cards exactly as it read.
Cards Against Humanity, that's great.
And it's some crazy stuff that they have in that game. But this was the beer that was supposed to be released, and it never was released. So, unfortunately, no one will ever get to see it or drink it. I know. You're telling me. Trust me.
I had my hopes up
I
getting a
drove all the way
delivery.
to fucking Hopscotch over there with this guy next to me, Graz, and you guys couldn't produce.
Well, I'll say this. You enjoyed a lot better beer than we could have given you, because what Mark has over there at Hopscotch is unbelievable. His selection,
gracious host,
and a great guy to boot.
How was the ride home with Graz?
Very funny. We talked about the Civil War.
I was trashed.
Yes, you were.
You were trash, man. Forget it, man.
Michael wanted me off that show so quick. I was stuttering. I was making fun of Steve. I was calling Pete the talent. Holy shit.
Yes, it was a train wreck. I left you in the cut, though. Don't tell me I didn't do anything. I left you in the cut. You're in the full podcast version.
Mike, to be honest with you, I thought my cut was pretty entertaining.
It was good. We set it up nicely. I only brought Nick on because he made the trip from Queens, so I brought him into the intro, and he really didn't have much time. It was mostly our intro. And then, of course, the features were Mark from Hopscotch and Joe from WA Meadworks. And then you and Aaron kind of were like the middlers, which I loved. You guys were right there. I had Aaron on, then I had you on.
Aaron did a good job.
Yep, and you both represented the show very well.
I invited Bobby, but Bobby was at practice, right, Bob?
Bobby was at Frankie's East Side Pizza.
Yeah, I was having a rare slice.
Schmitz it up.
Can I ask a question?
When was this? Last Thursday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where the hell was
Can I ask a question? What's with the head, man? Is that Graz's freaking audience?
That's the mystery guest.
People?
Oh.
Graz, you want to bring the mystery guest in now that we've pivoted a little bit?
It's not due for another 25 minutes.
No, mystery guest has got about another 20 minutes. He's listening, so that's a good thing. And mystery guest is holding up. What is he holding up? An album? What is that?
He was sliding in records.
All albums, yes.
Vinyl.
I don't remember what excuse
America.
I made up for not coming on last Thursday.
There it is.
I don't remember.
He's got to watch where the light falls on his albums because we
Bobby,
can't
you were
see
at
the title.
you were at your kids' practice. You told me.
No, what I told you and what really happened are two different things. Wait a minute.
We knew that already.
Wait a minute. What time was the show?
8 o'clock.
Yeah, 8 to 10.
Oh yeah, I got back from the practice at like 7. And at that point, I wasn't interested in going anymore.
You had to get it from Valley Stream all the way out to Deer Park. It's a bit of a ride. Plus,
I wrote it's a bit of a hike. I'm not doing it.
And more than likely, Graz would have been trash, and you would have been miserable that you wasted any gas on the night anyway. So.
No,
Dude,
I don't think I wanted to. I think I was dying to get out of that one.
He didn't even serve a crumpet, Michael. He should have had a bagel or something, or a pretzel.
Who?
Hopscotch.
Well, he said that he might have Ryan there, but Ryan then had to go out for deliveries. We acknowledged that on the show, that his partner, Ryan, was doing deliveries.
It's like saying, come over to my house tomorrow night. I might have dinner.
Well, he didn't say he was going to have food. He said, I might if Ryan doesn't have deliveries, and he ended up having to walk out.
Should I bring wine? I don't know.
He had to leave at like 7:30.
Yeah, it's probably all we're eating.
He was delivering his famous grilled cheeses. He makes some ridiculous grilled cheeses over there.
All right, let me tell you something. There's nothing impossible about making a fucking grilled cheese.
But they're artisan. They made with special bread and special cheese.
Special bread and special cheese. You're starting to sound like a McDonald's commercial.
Yeah. Or brioche
What the hell
buns.
could be so amazing about a grilled cheese?
Well,
they were raving about it, Bobby. They were raving.
You know what
about
makes the best grilled cheese?
Yeah.
And it makes it worse for you is lots of butter.
Yes.
All right?
I think he also
You
puts
load
like
up
some
a
sort of.
stick of butter in that fucking grilled cheese. A whole fucking stick of butter. Oh, this is delicious. Best grilled cheese I ever had. Your fucking heart is squeezing like a sponge to get this shit out of it. Right?
It doesn't compare to the English
best
muffin.
If you make a grilled cheese like that for yourself at home, you better have a defibrillator. The fuck?
Those are delicious.
God, you can't, there's no fucking thing is a great grilled cheese. How hard is that?
You know what the best is when you go to like those state fairs and they have the burgers and they have the wheel that's in the butter and they put the bun on the wheel and it spins and soaks the bun in butter. And then they put it on the hard griddle.
Oh,
Butter
that's
makes
so
everything
healthy.
better.
Oh, it's the best though. God. The crunch you get from the caramelization of the butter and then the deep wetness of the bun from the butter.
Oh my God! I feel like
yeah.
I'm gonna touch myself now.
The deep wetness of the bun.
Sounds like
Yeah, it's so deep.
Sounds like a Mickey Spillane novel.
We just borderline gay porn over here.
Yeah, Mickey Spillane novel. That's what it sounds like.
Listen, if there was a nice buttered bun with a juicy burger, I might have to go a little gay for that moment. Just a little bit.
You know why burgers at a place that you go to taste better than the burgers you make at home? Because they don't give a fuck if it kills you.
Right, right.
They just want it to taste good.
Right.
Lots of salt, lots of fucking fattening, flavorful shit, lots of fat.
How about White Castle?
Delicious.
White Castle is soaking wet.
You know what I had today?
White Castle?
I had the Limbrook place. What's the place in Limbrook? Burger Blast or whatever. Fucking burger was gigantic. My son got it.
Burgerology?
I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm fucking killing myself eating this thing. But it was delicious. I would never make a burger like that at home, ever.
It's too much work, too. I mean, to get all of that ingredients, the stuff that they put on it, the setup, forget it.
My daughter works at the Green Turtle.
Oh, nice.
She's still there?
Yeah, the one in East Meadow now.
Oh, she was at the one in Franklin Square, but they closed, right?
They closed down.
All right.
But the one in East Meadows, where she moved over there, and I got to tell you, I go there to eat once in a while, and they just come up with ideas for slapping the most shit on a plate. On your burger, on your plate. Oh, let's put onion rings on it. Oh, let's put the French fries in the burger. Oh, let's deep fry the burger and soak it with chocolate and peanut butter. What the fuck are you doing?
Wrap it in a corn tortilla and then it wrapped in a 12-inch pizza crust.
That's what it's all about.
let's
Not true. They
let's
eat it.
let's egg and bread the whole burger and deep fry it.
So it ends up being like
fucking eating 80,000 calories worth of shit.
It's like a heart attack empanada.
Yeah, heart attack empanada. It's like when somebody once told me, "Oh, you ever have deep fried Oreos?" I was like, "Deep fried Oreos." Let me tell you something. I will never eat a deep fried Oreo. Oreos are fucking horrible for you to begin with. All right? A double stuffed, deep fried fucking Oreo is not good for you.
No. And then they soak it in the sugar and put it in a bag that
Because
literally.
it makes it taste so good.
And the
then
bag
when they
ends up.
put it on the plate, they
Mystery
pour
guest.
powdered sugar all over it. Oh, wait a minute. How about some cinnamon? Yeah, you're fucking sitting there eating it going, "Oh, this is delicious." Of course it's delicious. It comes from hell. You can't fucking eat that shit.
The one thing I used to love about Governors in the summer was they used to have the big fair out in the parking lot. And so when we were there, we worked there, we were doing shows over the summer, we would run out and get a big bag of deep fried Oreos and bring it into the studio or bring it behind the bar. And literally in a half an hour, that bag was soaked to the top with oil and grease. Yep. And after you've eaten everything, you realize, where did all that come from?
By Wheeler Avenue School, a deli, the most disgusting, rancid fucking deli I've ever seen in my life, next to Wheeler Avenue School, right over here. And the kids would be walking out after school or during lunchtime and shit with these brown bags of deep fried French fries.
Oh.
And the bag itself was saturated in fucking grease.
Yep.
The kids are walking around with grease bags loaded up with salt and ketchup. Ketchup is oozing out all over the fucking place. And the parents are going, "Okay, how are your fries? Are they good?" The kid's like, like this, eating this shit. And my kids are going to me, "Can I get fries?" I'm like, "Did you look at that fucking grease bag?"
Did you look at the bag?
Listen, when you're in England,
don't even
fish
look
and
at
chips,
the
they
fries.
give it to you in the
Look
newspaper,
at the
man.
bag. I would rather check the oil in my car with my fingers and lick it off the tips than eat that shit.
These just say tits.
Yes.
What?
You want to know if you said tits? He said tips, Al. DeFilippo, you all right? You look like you're falling asleep. You look shot. What happened?
Yeah, I've had a long week. I've had a long week.
Did you see what
No,
Charlie
you know
Noyes
what? You
posted
really
about
haven't had a long week. It's Thursday. You had Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and now Thursday.
Dude,
and Monday was Columbus Day.
Tell everybody what you did today, Greg.
First grade. I attended first grade again for the 32nd day.
He comes to me today. Calls me in the morning. He goes, "All right, I want you to pray for me." I go, "Why?" He goes, "I got a first grade vocabulary test. And then what else did you have today?"
Science test on matter.
Did you pass? I want to know. Did you pass?
I got 100 on my science test.
Nice.
And I got 100 on my vocabulary.
What was it? Liquid solid gas? Is that what the?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, solid
Wait
gas.
a minute, you're taking all the tests, and the kids are eating deep fried Oreos and French fries.
No, he's doing it. It's just that his attention span is like a pea. So to keep him in the seat and get him to focus is my biggest task.
Mm.
Oh, my blood pressure goes
boy. I have ADD.
All the way up.
All the way up, Phil. O'Toole, you have no idea.
I was an ADD kid.
And how did that
I
work
couldn't
for
sit
you?
and do shit.
It's horrible, Bobby. It's horrible.
I have kids in my class that stand like after my 25-minute lecture on the content, then they stand the rest of the day because they can't sit for the hour and a half that it is to do their lab hours. And it is they can't sit still. And I say, "What are you guys doing? You're making me nervous and anxious. You're just standing there like, they're staying apart, which is great. They're keeping their distance, but they can't sit." And so it's more people than not.
Once a week it says, "I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna fucking shoot somebody." It's a
dude, for sure, my gravestone is gonna read, "Pull the fuck out." No doubt in my mind.
You know, Mike.
Take care, man.
Mike, you know what you should do for those kids?
Yeah.
You should get a piece of chalk and put a hopscotch
Hold on a
board
minute.
on the fucking floor.
Yeah. And just have them
And let them
hopscotch to the
play
bathroom.
fucking hopscotch.
Get the energy out. No, I tell them to do a lap around the building.
Stand by a second.
I say, listen, you guys got to go do a lap. You got to go get that energy out. We last year or 2 years ago, towards the end of the year, the kids were just so overwhelmed. I ended up saying, all right, we're stopping class today. We're going to play wiffle ball in the back. And we walked outside and played wiffle ball for a good hour. And I was like, this is what we're going to do because you guys have no patience to sit here, no patience to listen to anything. You're getting towards the end of the year. I have a lot of seniors in high school that are just checking out. Let's go do something that gets your brain more motivated to do something. And everyone played. Girls, guys, everybody. They loved it.
We had a fifth grade teacher. I went to Willow Road School in Franklin Square. And we had a fifth grade teacher. His name was Mr. Trick.
Yeah.
He used to get all the work done in the morning. They'd go to lunch. And the afternoon, they would play paddleball or kickball for the rest of the day. Every day.
Every day.
That was his class.
It does seem engaging. It does work, because when you do the rotation, you get them to make teams. You get them, all talking to each other and communicating. It works. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to do anything like that this year. But in previous years, like it's team building almost, and it works every single time. It gets them more motivated, and it gets them to be like,
nice.
Oh, that was cool. Let's go back and do some work now before we leave.
Do you find it's worse now this year than in past years?
No, I'll be honest. After we're a month and a half in, the kids that I have in class are so happy not to be stuck at home. They're just so happy to be somewhere other than their house. So they're into it. I
remember in fifth grade, I was sitting in my class because we did work all afternoon. And I raised my hand and I said, Mrs. Stark, I got a question. She goes, yeah, what's the question, Robert? I go, how the fuck do you get in Mr. Trick's class?
Can I get transferred?
How did I get so unlucky and they got so lucky?
Well, Bobby.
Like, do you want to be in Mr. Trick's class? Yeah, I really do.
At the beginning of the school year, when they choose the classes, they look at the kids and they basically treat it like a draft. And that's what they do. A lot of the schools are done like a draft.
Right.
It's crazy.
Of course.
They have the football draft, and then you have the who's going to be in your class next year draft for the teachers.
It was very distracting to watch Mr. Trick's class out from 1:30 to fucking 3 o'clock, enjoying the fuck out of the day when we're doing work in our class.
But did they really bust their ass in the morning, or they just do the average work and just say, screw it, we're just going to not do anything the rest of the day?
I'll bet they fucking eat French fries and fried Oreos all morning. I have no fucking idea what they did. All I know is I wanted to be in Mr. Trick's class.
And how old were you at the time?
You should have been a comedian at in fifth grade. That's all.
What is Mystery Guest doing? Mystery Guest keeps holding up albums.
Great albums.
And all of a sudden, Al turned into a
Is
CB
Mystery
radio.
Guest a musician?
Hey, Mystery Guest, we're gonna get you on. Let's. Why don't you hang out with us now? You've been entertaining us with some good vinyl.
Is he? Oh boy.
What the heck is that?
Mystery Guest.
Bongos?
Who's our Mystery Guest? Andy Kaufman?
Is the Mystery Guest playing bongos?
Is that the album flasher?
It must be a musician. What the fuck is this?
First of all, let me introduce Mystery Guest. First of all, Mystery Guest, have you ever been on Limo Talk before?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
A female?
Or he
Mystery
just
Guest,
grabbed his balls.
are you a comedian?
Yes.
Okay. Are you an actor?
Yes.
Have you ever been around our studios at all?
Yes.
Okay.
He just said he was on the show.
Shut up, Al. This is my show.
Have you ever been to governors?
Yes.
Have you ever spoken into a microphone?
Yes.
Have you ever won a shirt?
Yes.
Graz's question.
Are you a man?
Yes.
Well, you want a woman.
It's like Coco Gigio over here.
Popo Gigio.
Mystery guest am I your favorite person on the show? No.
Oh boy. Next person.
No.
If he says Al, I'm dropping him.
He waited on hold for 2 hours for O'Toole to drop him.
Are you a musician?
Used to be.
Used to be.
Used to be. Do you know me?
Yes.
Oh boy. All right.
Is there anyone in this room you don't know?
No.
Oh. So everybody knows you.
I didn't know Charlie played an instrument.
We got a good one
it's
here.
It's not Charlie Myers, I can tell you that.
No, I'm only kidding.
Has this person
wait.
in the studio?
Is it Bozy with the fedora in the back?
Ooh, that's a good clue.
Do you play guitar?
No.
Guitar.
Al, you sound like you're on fucking Mars right now.
Yeah, he's in. Al, do me a favor. Say, Major Tom. Come in, Major Tom.
Come in, Major Tom.
Control to Major Tom.
Mystery guest.
Who cares if we get kicked off, O'Toole?
All right, so this guy's a male that we all know.
Yes.
Okay.
He's an actor, a comedian, used to be a musician, and plays a really bad bongo.
Interpretation.
Mystery guest, are you an actor? Mystery guest. You an actor? We asked that already?
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Yes.
He said yes.
Okay.
You're an actor. Have you done any TV series?
Yes. Have we met in person in the studio at Limo Talk? Have we met in person? Yes.
Were you part of our 24-hour marathon? Were you a part of our 24-hour marathon?
Yes.
Oh, but there's a lot of people on that.
I know who it is.
All right, Al, take a guess. Is it Hector Louise? Are we bringing back one of our old friends, Hector Louise? Yes, it is.
Yeah, Hector!
Bobby, that one was Hector's for you, baby.
That's right, baby. Who guessed it?
With the Cubs gear on tonight.
Hey, man.
Very nice.
We got closer to the dream than you guys.
That's a good point. Jesus Christ. I think the Green Dogs got closer to the...
This is the famous Hector Louise, comedian Hector Louise, HectorLouise.com. How are you, Hector?
I'm okay, man. I'm managing. I'm hanging out. I'm happy as hell to be back, man.
You look like Babe Ruth in a Cubs uniform.
Yeah.
Nice to see you, Hector.
Likewise.
Hector, put your hand out. Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Hang on a sec. Oh, look, I got it.
Oh, it's the virtual. How you doing, brother?
I had a lot of great albums. A lot of great albums.
Yeah, look, thanks. Okay, you guys are in my office at my house, and I have a miniature Tower Records here, man. It's like CDs, albums. I got an extensive collection. That's why I was just throwing different stuff. Yeah. I got Enrico Caruso in '78.
Wow.
I showed that to you guys. Yeah, no, a whole bunch. But anyway,
what's your most valuable one? What's your most valuable one that you have, Hector?
Oh,
rare. We'll say rare.
I have the Butcher Block. The
Beatles
cover. Yeah.
Wow.
I have one.
Yesterday and Today album.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a tough one. That's a hard one to find. That's good. That's
actually, I bought that one on a blanket on St. Mark's Place.
Really?
The guy who was selling it didn't know what he had, and he was drunk as hell. I bought so much. I mean, that guy sold me literally thousands of dollars worth of records for not even hundreds.
Wow. Probably stole them.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I judge nobody. Legal transaction.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
It's all alleged.
Yeah. Allegedly.
I support small business.
Yeah, there you go.
Especially Frankie's East Side. Frankie's East Side.
There you
What's
go.
up?
Yeah.
I bought a slice.
We got to go to Frankie's. We got to go.
I talked to him one time in there, and he gave me a slice with extra cheese and pepperoni. Except the pepperoni was really pimento loaf. I don't know what the hell was that, but it was, you know, it was a nice slice. I still got the shits, but it's okay, you know.
This sausage was liverwurst.
Make your own pizza at home. It was great. I did my own diarrhea. It was awesome.
The views of Hector Louise are not the views of Limo Talk.
No. I love Dan knows it. He's got.
We're just having fun. Come on.
Yeah, man. You can't talk shit about a guy that's down on his luck right now.
Oh, this is where time out. I want to tell you something. He's the reason, Greg DiFilippo, that I didn't want to go on to Dan today, because Greg's like, oh, you can't hit a guy when he's down and this and that. I'm like, Greg, first of all, we like him. Second of all, we want to keep his name out there. 3, I'll buy a pie tomorrow if I have to. 4, it's COVID came. It's not my fault that COVID came. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Let me explain.
Still, the guy's losing his business.
Greg, when somebody is talked about,
let me tell you,
and imitated.
I've been waiting a fucking hour. Shut the fuck up, fucking guy.
There it is. Hector's back.
Hector's back, Bobby.
I got so bored. I had to show some of my favorite albums, you dickhead. Anyway, first off, I love all you guys. It's awesome to be back at Guz Radio, but I do want to explain my side of the story on the situation 2 years ago. Okay, I'm not going to insult anybody. I'm going to tell basic truth, and that's all it is.
Well, I guess, folks, this is the last Limo Talk you will hear.
Basic truth. Go. Basic truth.
This is it. We did a beautiful thing with that overnight marathon. It was already obvious this guy had an axe to grind with me because I will poke fun. When we did that overnight, okay, which first off, that was my favorite time with you guys. Especially, it was awesome to see Graz falling asleep in the fucking hallway. Saying, we're never going to do this shit again. You know, that was awesome.
We haven't.
When you're in the trenches, it's tough.
But, but, you know, it was an awesome night and we did some good, you know. And this guy made an assumption and then ran with it, but he did it out of self-preservation. And I said it, and 2 years have gone by, and he's proved me right. He likes to, and I'm not going to mention any names. His name rhymes with phony talker.
Anyway, come on now. Come on. Don't get me in trouble.
Names. Be nice.
Don't get me in trouble.
I thought he was talking about that. There we go.
Talker. I didn't mention any names.
The views of Hector Louise do not reflect the views of Limo Talk or Graz or me.
Hector.
Oh, let me finish. He has basically turned Govs into Shoves Radio. If he sees anybody, yes, he's pushed out people out of there.
Well, it was nice to see you.
It was a pleasure.
Thanks, Hector.
I hold no issues with the guy, but let me tell you something. He said as part of his special needs
Obviously not.
Nah.
Yeah, we could see you had no issue with him.
I have to dig deep to find the meaning of this.
Listen, retarded looking Keith Hernandez, shut the fuck up. Listen to me. Bizarro World Keith, I love the guy.
Come on.
No.
All right, hey, listen, Tony.
This is a great
I
return.
just got the worst end of the whole deal.
Listen to me.
Retarded looking Keith Hernandez.
Bring it back.
Retarded looking.
We should just listen to you.
That's it. Yeah. This guy said, I made fun of the special needs kid. First off, I didn't even know he had a kid. Okay. Didn't even know he had a kid. I have a niece that's special needs, and I wouldn't make fun of his kid.
Some of my best friends are black.
No. You're fucking lying, you piece of shit.
No, that's what people do. That's what people do when they get called racist.
No.
I got friends. I got my friends.
Anyway, but no, in all seriousness, I didn't even know he had a daughter.
I have special needs friends.
Bring it back, children. He made an assumption which was not true. I didn't make fun of his daughter, didn't know he had a daughter. But I was never given a chance to say this to anybody because basically I got ghosted.
So he took offense to you making fun of a special needs person.
No, but that's the thing. I wasn't making fun of a special needs person at all. But he said I was making fun of his daughter. Didn't even know he had a daughter. Didn't even know he had a kid. Honestly, look at the guy.
He took offense to something. So whatever it is, he took offense to.
Listen,
That's
can I
unfortunate.
tell you something? What you got? Listen.
There was a misunderstanding between everybody.
You're in good standing with us, Hector. You're good standing with us. I don't want to ruin that. You're good people. But I know you.
What I wanted to tell you, Graz, this is where I'm leading it. I'm bringing it full circle back to you. First off, Shafe, you look like you fucking just escaped out of prison. No, it looks awesome. You look nice with hair, even if it's not up here. But anyway, I came out angry at you, and it was misplaced anger. I wasn't angry with you. I was hurt. Okay.
Well, you're hurting stuff now. And listen,
I have
brought
anger
you.
now.
I brought you.
And
Listen,
I know where it's placed.
I know where you're placed, Hector. I brought you.
It's placed
I brought
directly
you
at
back.
you.
I brought you back because I cared about you, and I know you were going through some tough times. I didn't want you doing any of this stuff. I understood how you felt.
Talking about it. I'm done talking about it.
Well,
I just wanted to,
you're done talking about it now.
Listen,
I just wanted to say my side, and that's it.
Dude,
good for you. Congratulations.
I wanted you to, and now I can tell you this right now. Unfortunately, I got to get you off the air now because I got people telling me I got to take you off the air. So I didn't want that to I don't want that to happen. I wanted you to just hang with us. Oh, Michael.
Yes.
Hi, Michael. How are you?
Hi.
You know, Graz?
Yes.
I don't like to usually tell you how something went, but I think that went great. You know, that was one of our shining moments.
Was that what you anticipated that being?
No.
I just want to say,
wow.
After 11 years, I want to thank you for having me on. It's been great. Hopefully, I'm welcome on the ward.
It's not his fault, man. Who the hell knew he was going to pull that?
What the hell is this guy doing?
Listen,
he
I
fucking
talked
comes
to him,
on there and that's the
Bobby,
bullshit
I talked to him
he does?
yesterday, and he said, I just want to get my point across. I said, all you could say is...
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. I said, I don't want you talking about... I flat out called O'Toole today and said, I'm having him on. I think it's okay. I had a nice conversation with him. I've asked him, and I even called DiFilippo and said, Greg, I like him. I know he's going through a tough time. I want to try to see if we could get him back on. I don't want to have him trash anybody. Did I not say that today, Greg?
You said that to me as well.
And I said that to you, too. And I asked you, if anything, if we had a mute button, if you heard it, to start muting stuff.
Yeah, it's tough to go through because he immediately changed the subject, so I couldn't get to it fast enough to get through the call out. But other than that, it was he wanted to say what he wanted to say, and we said we'd give him the opportunity to just say his piece, because in the end,
it is what it is. It's done now. Nobody knew this was going to happen.
He might not have been mean-spirited, but in the end, like many people are, they just don't know when to stop. They don't know when to stop it.
Yeah. Come on, what's his plan there?
Right.
He comes on the air.
He's not going to get back on Gov's radio. I mean, there's no end game to it.
Yeah, but I wanted him to.
Yeah, but I think no. I think